Hello, Geminis, my loves. Are you doing well? I hope so. The full moon lunar eclipse is going to be hitting your 10th house. If we're talking Gemini risings, right? This is hitting your 10th house. It's asking you to let go of some illusions and some blocks that you may have been feeling in your career. So let's deep dive into this reading. Let's see what Spirit really wants to tell you. Let's see, my love. What do Geminis need to hear for this energy? Okay. And if you're new here, hello, my love. My name is Reilly X. I am a professional astrologer and tarot reader. You can book a full session with me if you're interested at rxtarot.com. I help my clients embody their personal astrology, so you can get astrology, tarot, or human design readings with me, as well as coaching. So check me out. So immediately, no one's surprised, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. The reason this is not surprising is there's a lot of mental energy with the Queen of Swords. And for her to be in reverse, there's this internalized pressure and maybe too much thinking going on. So if you have Gemini placements, if you're a Gemini rising, if you are feeling called to this reading, are you overthinking what you've got going on? Are you creating needless sacrifices? Here's the good news. The needless sacrifice and the martyrdom is coming to a close. Okay. This struggle that you've been going through with your business, with your career, I don't know why the lighting just did something crazy. Trust that this time period is coming to a close. The difficulties, the struggles, the feelings of like, why don't I know what I'm doing? Why is this so difficult for me? It's going to come to a close. So I think right now things feel so difficult because there is this ending period of the way things were. Right now, I want you to focus on being the Empress. How can you cultivate that beautiful energy and really remind yourself to attract? Don't chase, attract. And when you remember that you need to attract, when you think about the classic Empress, she always has Venus. Is there any Venus around here? No. In this one, it's just a really cute, like, mom with her son, giving him a little band-aid because nurturing, right? But really, the deeper aspects of the Empress are all about connecting into your sacral, connecting into the force of life that creates you, that law of attraction, beautiful energy of trusting source, trusting that things do actually come your way when you feel good, when you're in that place of actually creating and being playful. As a Gemini rising, you're meant to be playful. You're meant to be leaning into things that bring you joy and things that excite you. So if you're not doing that, if you're feeling like you're trying to win at all costs and you're neglecting the joy, you're neglecting the way you've been feeling, you've been like, the lighting is changing and I have no control over it. I'm so sorry. What is happening here? Stop trying to win at all costs. Stop trying to do it all. Here's the problem with Gemini risings and Gemini energy in general, really. You want to do it all. You want to do everything. You want to taste a little sample of everything. And while that's really beautiful that you enjoy a lot of things and you have a lot of hobbies, it's time to hone in. It's time to focus, because I think, the phrase jack of all trades and master of none comes to mind with, and I know the whole phrase goes a little bit further, but when you realize sometimes it's not actually that beneficial for you to do everything. I feel like that's what this energy is asking you to check in on. Do you have this illusion going on that you can wear all of the hats if you're if you have your own personal business, if you're a small business? Do you really feel like you can wear all of the hats and you're trying to do too much, essentially? Are you a mom and the work you put in, you're trying to achieve at such a level, like sometimes you have to acknowledge how much energy you actually have to accomplish something, so that you can hone in that energy. Not that you have to give up your dream, not that you have to give things up, but you have to kind of put things in perspective so you don't get disappointed by things not going the way you hope they would. Because I think what's happening here, we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. You have this illusion going on, and this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is asking you to let go of feeling like a failure because the way you've been doing things just really isn't working, right? So I think what's so interesting about feeling like a failure from that energy is that you're only feeling like a failure because you're trying to do 400 things at one time. So you're getting everything done at 2%. Do you know what I mean? So what you really need to focus on is cultivating your spark again. When you cultivate your spark, which really is your sacral energy, that pleasure, that joy, that excitement for life, when you cultivate that spark and let yourself feel good about what you've got going on, it's easier to show up. If you are feeling doubtful and you're feeling fearful and things are heavy and then you're emotional, it's really hard to feel excited about what you're doing. But when you're in a space and in a place of, you know, I really am working as hard as I possibly can and I'm doing as much as I can at the moment, that's enough for me. I think that's really what you need to focus on right now, because there seems to be this desire to push forward and forge ahead and do all of these things, but you keep ending up leaving yourself behind on accident. It's like you're unintentionally trying to win at all costs, and then you're costing yourself everything. You're not realizing that the fight and the way you keep trying to push through when things are hard is actually the thing that's holding you back. So with the full moon in Pisces, it's all about release, right? It's a lunar eclipse in Pisces. It's a little bit extra release. It's a more intense, what are you still holding on to? Let it go. It's sort of like gonna rip it out of your hand. So be easy, okay? I feel like this weekend could be a really good time for you to sort of rethink things. How do you actually want to go about things? If you have a personal business, are you doing things the way you want to or the way somebody told you you have to? Are you looking at yourself from the perspective of not being good enough, or are you seeing that the things that you're working towards and the things that you're doing will come together? It will come together. So cultivate your spark. Do something fun this weekend. Remind yourself that you're freaking Gemini rising. You're supposed to be giggly and having a good time and being sparkly. So if you don't feel sparkly, get your spark back, okay? What else do we have? The Knave of Wands is in reverse on the back of the deck. You feel like you don't really know what you want to do, but it's because you're not trusting that joy. You're not following your joy anymore. And when you flip this around and start following your joy, regardless of if you know if it's actually going to work out for you or not, the Ace of Swords is here. All of the clarity you're looking for will come right back. Pop right into your reality. Okay? Let me know if you need more help with this. You can book a full reading at rxtarot.com if you're interested. This energy is asking you to clear out the way you perceive yourself in your business, the way you, and it doesn't have to be an actual business. It could be career. It could be just the professional way that you show up, whatever it is that your legacy is that you're working towards, that you want to be really proud of. What illusions do you have on that? It's time to let them go. Okay. I love you. Reach out at rxtarot.com if you need more help, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, wait. Like if you liked. Subscribe if you want to. All right. Okay, bye.